Welcome to Dewdrop. This is your host, Reverend Marlon Vanderberg. And today we just want to look into another verse from Luke 18:1 through 8. And this is a parable that Jesus spoke, and we're just going to understand what he meant and how it applies to us today. It's called the parable of the persistent widow. And it reads, Then he spoke a parable to them that men always ought to pray and not lose heart, saying, There was in a certain city a judge who did not fear God nor regard man. Now there was a widow in that city, and she came to him, saying, Get justice for me from my adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, Though I do not fear God nor regard man, yet because this widow troubles me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she wearies me. Then the Lord said, Hear what the unjust judge said. And shall God not avenge his own elect who cry out day and night to him, though he bears long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man comes, he will really find faith. Will he really find faith in the earth? In this parable, Jesus is telling to his disciples, and he was talking about this widow who is mentioned as the importunate widow. And that word means, it implies defined as persistent, especially to the point of annoyance, repeatedly asking for something in a forceful and annoying manner. Let's look at this widow. She went to the judge. She wanted the judge to get justice for her for whatever the problem was. The judge was not inclined to do so, but the widow did not give up. She kept on going back day after day for the same thing. And the judge keeps saying no, but she kept on going. In the end, the judge says, I really don't fear God and I don't fear man, but you keep bothering me. You keep annoying me by being so persistent that I will just grant you your wish. What is it saying for us as children of God today? That we should keep on being persistent. We should not give up, because unlike the unjust judge, Jesus is ready and willing to hear from you. He doesn't think you're bothering or annoying him. He wants you to come to him and let him know what is happening in your life. Bring your request to him and he will fix it. In fact, the opposite is true with Jesus. He said in Matthew 11:28 through 30, Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So he's saying, don't worry about how many times you have to come to me and ask me. Whatever your petition is, he will gladly hear and he will answer. He says, come, you're heavy laden, whatever is happening to you, you're burdened down with it. Come, I will give you rest. I will take care of the problems. You just keep coming and let me know what is going on in your life. Don't be afraid because he's not the unjust judge. In fact, the unjust judge said, I did not fear God and I don't care about man, but because this woman keep on coming and asking me, he said, I granted her request. So Jesus, we know, is not the unjust judge. So he's going to grant you your request. He is saying, come unto me. Don't be afraid to come. Don't be afraid to come. So encouraging you today, just to let you know, whatever is happening in your life, prayer, God answers. He hears and he answers. So don't be afraid to go. Don't say, I asked him today and he didn't answer. I'm not going to ask him again. Because what we do know is that God's timing is not our timing. So we might ask today and expect him to answer, and you don't get the answer the next day because it's all on God's timing. What is required of us is our faithfulness, that we keep on going, we keep on asking God, and he promises that he will answer. So don't give up if you pray and nothing happens for a day or two, or you feel that God don't hear you. Yes, he hears, and he has promised that he will answer. So my encouragement for you today is that be like that widow. She took no for a couple of times, well, but she kept on going back. They called her importunate. That means she was annoying. But I just want you to know that your going to God is not annoying to him, because he says, come unto me. Yes, he said in Matthew there, come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. He wants us to learn who he is, understand his ways, and then when we go to him, he promises that he will hear. And I just want to remind you that sometimes the way he answers is not the way you are expecting the answer. He doesn't have to answer it the way you expect it, but he will answer because he knows best what is good for you. So today, just persevere. Just be consistent, persistent. Go to your Heavenly Father, whatever your needs are. You're praying for yourself, your family, you have a situation. Just keep on keeping on, keeping at it. He will answer. Be like that widow. Don't give up. Don't stop. God has it all in control. He's not a God that he should lie. He does not forget, but he sees you. As a matter of fact, Hagar, who was Sarah's maid, was out in the desert with child. She was kicked out by Sarah. All she had was a thing with water. But the Lord saw her, and he sent his angels to her. And she was so astonished that it happened. That's why she said, God sees me. And the Bible calls it El Roy, meaning E-L for God, R-O-I. He sees me. So today, know that God sees you. He knows where you are. He knows what you're going through. So be like that persistent widow. Just keep on calling to him, and he will hear. God bless you. Have a blessed weekend. And continue to pray for this ministry, the Blessed Keys Ministry. Thank you. Have a great day.